Hey there, this is Matt once again, and for anyone out there, welcome back to another video. This was requested from Predminator. He requested because it's the anniversary, as in it's the same date, June 12th, that the first Predator came out. So, granted, he did say it was last minute. Hey there, Predminator. Hope you're doing well. This is thanks to you, man. You requested this. I know Mark said he might make it, but he was at 10, and it's just I can't do it that late. At least not tonight. So I figured I'd just do it solo. If he pops up and wants to join, that's cool. But um, yeah, it's just one of those things where, with the way it's been today, where there's just been a lot of storm and a lot of flood and a lot of stuff, some stuff to take care of and such. Well, thank you, Lucas. I appreciate the kind words. Yes, there'll be one more Spider-Man. Hey there, Nicholas. Thanks for the request, Nicholas. Hope you enjoyed those requests. Hope you enjoyed the videos. Thanks for the request, Nicholas. Yeah, I heard that, Jordan. That's sad to hear. God damn. Must have been because I'm allergic to some of the Final Destination films I've seen today. Hey there, Chaz. Hey there, Retro Geek. For those wondering, I've not started the movie yet. Figured I would talk to the chat for a little bit before we start, so I've not started the movie yet. But this was a request from Predminator. Thanks go out to him. And hey, why not? It's a classic, so why not watch a classic again? But that's thanks to Predminator for the request. Hey, Retro Geek, I'm doing well. How you doing? Hey there, Chaz. Hey there, Be Positive. Hey there, Alex. Silverwings, I saw you in here earlier. Hope you are doing well. I know you've been playing the Nintendo Switch 2. Very cool. The Mario Kart game. Very, very cool. 38 years old. That is crazy. It's been 38 years since Predator. But I guess, that's how time goes. Hey there, Crystal. I am doing okay, Silverwings. I cannot complain. Other than, there's been bad storming, a lot of rain, but thankfully it's calmed down a bit. So we'll go from there. Lucas, either one's fine. I don't have a preference. Yeah, the same experience I had with Ocarina of Time Retro Deep. That's funny. Yeah, it's not a finished playthrough because I stopped. No problem, Premier. I appreciate it. No problem at all, man. No problem at all. But yeah, I guess we could get started. Premier, you're the one who requested this, so you are here. Hey, Charlie. I like both, but honestly, because I would say nowadays Predator 2 is my favorite because I like the city location. As much as I love Arnold in the first film, I really like Danny Glover's character. I like they both do well in the pacing they're supposed to have. The first Predator is supposed to have a slow pace, but it doesn't feel slow. It works because it's an introduction. And then Predator 2 cuts to the chase because we've already been introduced. But I love the pace in Predator 2 even more so. So plus it's just more underrated, and that makes me want to root for it more. Hey there, Donnie. Hope you're doing well. How's it going? Bill Paxton is great in Predator 2. And again, for those joining, I have not started the film yet. I've not started the commentary yet, so just getting ready, getting started, and we will begin in a bit. Again, for those who jump in, I have not started the commentary yet. Once again, thank you, Predminator, for the request. I really do appreciate it. Very kind of you to do so. And hopefully you will enjoy. Well, Premiere, since this is for you, just let me know when you're ready, and I will be ready to go. And for anyone else that wants to follow along as well. I know it's not going to be much of a turnout because that's never really the case for commentaries, but usually not a lot of people will be in the chat for these. All right, Premiere. Well, pause the beginning. I will count down from 3. Silver Wings will be following on the DVD. Very cool. Pause the beginning. Countdown. 3, 2, 1. Pressing play. And we have the Fox logo popping up. Hey there, Adrian. Hope you're doing well. The 20th Century Fox fanfare. Sally, long gone. We'll never see that again now that Disney owns it. Fuck Disney, by the way. It's faded out, and then we're going to be fade into outer space right about now. We see the stars there. Sam, doing well. Can't complain. I'm 33 seconds into watching a classic thanks to Predminator, so hard to complain about that. Arnold Schwarzenegger, his heyday. I mean, this is after Commando. After this, yeah, Total Recall, Terminator 2, True Lies. Yeah, the Grace Doorbell and Silvestri. I mean, I don't know if Arnold outright said it, but I guarantee Arnold did this film because of the success of Aliens. Now, I know he also said he wanted to be part of this Dirty Dozen, kind of part of a group. But I know the script, you just say, been around for a bit, but I don't see this film getting made without the success of Aliens. At least with Arnold in it. I think Arnold saw his buddy James Cameron do this Aliens and go, I want to do a film like that. Hey there, Sloan. But yeah, the pulse pounding beat to the Alan Silvestri score. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, 1987 was crazy. When you look at 87, Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, Predator, I mean, those 3 alone are more notable than this year or last year when you think of movies. They were original properties, and then they spawned franchises. Didn't see Predator Killer Routines be positive. Wasn't requested it. We got JC Ventura with the MTV shirt on. We got Sonny Landham. May he rest in peace. We got Bill Duke. We got Shane Black and Arnold right then and there. Even though it's part of a group, give him his moment to shine. He is the leader. He is the captain of the ship, so to speak. Your sister's boyfriend doesn't think the store to Predator is iconic. Well, he's probably the bitch in that relationship then. Your sister probably gives him the dildo up the ass. Strap on. I'm guessing your sister wears the pants in that relationship then. Her seems to know read the script Predator 2. Well, yes, Seagal wanted to do Predator 2, and then Stephen Hopkins realized how much of a nutcase he is. But then Seagal eventually did Marked for Death for Fox. I believe his name is R.G. Armstrong. Of course, John McTiernan. This is before Die Hard. By this point, he only did Nomads, which wasn't that great of a movie. So it's a chance to take, like, the guy who did Nomads going to do this film as an action film with Arnold, but he showed what he could do. Then went on to go on for Die Hard, Last Action Hero. We forget about the Rollerball remake. There's a reason why Fox never worked with Seagal again. Probably. What do you need us for? To some fool. Yeah. Carl Weathers, the man, the legend, rest in peace, Carl Weathers, never got his just desserts. Of course, he was Apollo Creed in the Rocky films. Yet, of course, the iconic, "You son of a bitch," and the whole world exploded. Of course, Carl Weathers being Happy Gilmore, Action Jackson, The Mandalorian. Loved him on The Mandalorian. But yeah. See, I got to push it to be pencils. And those are, I mean, those words are actually important when he says you never know when to quit. How does Carl Weathers die? He doesn't know when to quit. He could turn back, go back to the group. He could go back to the group, but no, they decided to kill the predator and they did kill themselves. General, only if it's a paid request. Predator killer kills, only if it's a paid request. But it's sad that Carl Weathers didn't get to do more other than, the Rocky films and then Action Jackson. And Action Jackson's fun, but it's sad that he didn't get to do more. But yeah, John McTiernan said that he went into all those legal troubles because it would have been interesting to see what other films he could have done afterward. Because Basic, I like. I actually like Basic. I do agree. Kevin Peter Hall was definitely the best actor in the Predator suit, and he did the first two. Well, the way Arnold put it, he's a rescue team, not assassins. So that's what it seems like. They're brought in to be a rescue team. So whether that's a private military or not, I'm not sure they really delve into that. Because yeah, they do say, well, rescue team, not assassins. So more than likely, Arnold's character probably had a history of the military, hated how they worked, and decided to go. I don't know if I call them mercenaries, but some other type of group that they bring in and hire. Who gives a shit what Chris Stuckman says? I believe this is filmed day for night. You could tell by the outside. I believe it was day for night. It looks like it. I know there's certain movies that use this helicopter footage for their movies. I can't remember what movie it was. I don't know if it was. Yeah, I can't remember which one. Was it one of the Carnosaur films or Watchers film? I can't remember. I swear there was. But I know Shane Black, he rewrote some of this dialogue, added this dialogue in. Well, again, I think he probably used to be U.S. military, but it seems like this group is an outside source. That's why they're so raucous, and there's really not much of a strict management. They seem like I don't know, mercenary would be the right term, but maybe closer to that. hired guns. I'll never forget the first time how blown away I was when my dad first got me and to watch. Oh yeah, when was that Retro Geek? People keep asking about Predator Killer Killers. I haven't seen the film. I haven't been requested it. All I know is that apparently some Aunt May looking grandma Viking somehow kills like 30 people in the Predator, even though she weighs like 80 pounds and she looks like Aunt May from Spider Man. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck? But this is a tough thing. Like, you have to get people's personality in a short amount of time. So you got Shane Black and his vulgar style. You got Jason Ventura as, Bill Duke, the quiet, silent type. I don't know. The first story in Killer Killers sounds super woke bullshit. How does an Aunt May looking 80-pound grandma, gray hair lady kill 25 people and the Predator? Sounds like Prey over again. Never would that smart. Oh, you signed 1996. Very cool, Retro Geek. Years ago, I was in some toy store. Must have been 17 years ago. That's cool. Well, Jarmo, I don't know how the first story ain't woke when an Aunt May looking grandma kills 30 people and is a super duper badass Viking and kills the Predator. That sounds pretty shitty woke to me. Like my friend. Yeah, this is definitely day for night that they shot this. Again, it looks like it. Unless they shot in the right time of day. That, of course, is made to look. I think this is all shot with Mexico. I want to say it was Mexico this was all shot in. I could be wrong on that. Murray, I would say the Predator is way worse. But they got a great looking jungle. It looks legit. Great setting because it's all like, even though it's outside, it still feels claustrophobic. There's leaves and trees, and you never get a clear vision of the landscape. It's very busy everywhere. So I did, even though it's outside, it still feels claustrophobic. So they picked the right spot. AVP is a piece of shit film. Fuck AVP. It's one of the worst in the franchise. It's a piece of fucking shit. Kingpin, hope you're doing well. That's true. Arnold was governor of California. Jesse Ventura was Minnesota. I think Sonny Landham ran for governor. I'm surprised Carl Weathers didn't. I think Sonny Landham tried. And here we get a bit of the mystery, these little clips and clues as to what could have happened. Nowadays, they probably make a fucking prequel about this. How did this chopper get shot down? It will still Hopper. Or Hopper will be a supporting character. I will know what happened to Hopper. That will be Disney. They will milk the franchise so much. There probably will be a fucking prequel to this. We will see the story of Hopper. We will see this chopper shot down. You have to over fucking explain anything. Well, Jarmo, I'm not seeing anytime soon because I haven't been requested. We had that dead pilot. I remember for some reason when I saw this back in the day, for some reason I thought the Predator shot the helicopter down, but then they explain the guerrillas did. Heat seekers did it. Bunch of half-ass bomb boys. He even says to her, I don't know why as a kid for a split second I'm like, oh, the Predator shot it down. I don't know why. They're explaining right here what happened. So these people must have been the hostages they took, and then yeah, I always wonder what hits Jesse Ventura before the plasma hits him. Oh, you mean the blood splat? Uh, I don't know, honestly. I don't know. Because it hit I actually don't know. I don't know what it is. I guess I never really understood that myself. Do you see like this hit him, Jesse Ventura? He turns and then he gets shot. So I don't know if the predator did something else to wound him, so he was dazed or something, or did he kill some kind of animal and threw the blood at him? I don't know. We got Sonny Landham here, who of course was in 48 Hours. He was in Action Jackson. He was on a lot of stuff. Lockup, Sylvester Stallone. There was the story that they had to have security, but not to protect him. They had to have security to protect other people from him. This is where we're going to find Hoppa. Hobble one, that's not what we're asking. We're asking when the scene comes up, there's blood that hits Jesse Ventura in the face. He turns, and then the plasma cannon hits. People wondering what the blood in the face is, because that's before the plasma cannon is even fired. Well, Van Damme was hired to be in the suit when they look more like a bug. I don't know how much of his stuff is like. It might be some of the stuff that's camouflage, but I don't know. Nice skin bodies. Of course, Stan Winston and his crew worked on this. Classic design on the Predator, which we'll get to later. But the skin bodies look good too. Nowadays, that'd be a CGI bird. Yeah, the original Predator design was pretty awful. It was a bug, like mantis looking thing. It would look more B. It would have been more B movie. The way it looks here is much more iconic. Thoughts on the future Predator films? I don't give a shit. They should have stopped at Predator long ago. Samuel, this is 1987. No, there's not a whole lot of CG in this film. Carl Weathers full of shit. No animals harmed. I mean, the bird's fine. It's just a shove. Bird can't be a pussy. So you ever get more clues as to the predator? Showing all directions, no tracks. But remember, what was this someone said? That one of the ancestors of Sonny Landham is in Prey? His character? Give me a fucking break. Be positive they didn't kill an actual boar. It's called makeup effects and stuff. No, they didn't kill an actual boar for the film. Be positive if you think they actually killed an honest to god boar. Like, come on. Always loved the look of the heat vision. I also like the sound effects being different. to really get a sense of the Predator's different type of hearing. Because, I mean, they could have just had it where you just have the heat vision, but the Predator just hears what we hear. But to make the sound effects different gives it even more of an alien point of view. Alan Silvestri's his score is so good for the film too, so good. Of course, Alan Silvestri did Back to the Future, but this is my favorite. This is my favorite score Alan Silvestri has done. This is my favorite Arnold film as well. But yeah, uh, I love The Running Man. You know, I love Commando and such, but this is my favorite. I love when they combine action and horror together. Aliens is one of them. This is one of them. If you add in like sci-fi, I Come in Peace. I bleed you real bad and leave you here. Got it. Bill Dude just has that great voice, that intimidation factor. I remember he would pop up some films like, oh shit, it's Bill Dude, like Exit Wounds. Like he would pop up Exit Wounds with Steven Seagal. I'm like, oh shit, it's Bill Dude. Cool. Love to see Bill Dude. Hey there, Dens. Total Recall is a classic. Anyone ever see this movie on TV? Ah, yeah, they always, yeah. Yeah, that could be true. Like if someone did not know anything about the film and they just popped this, they think just a regular Arnold film. Which yeah, if you watch this, it would seem like it'd be in vein of Commando, you know, films of that nature. But that's the thing. If you don't do that, you have to do both things very well. From Dusk Till Dawn, it does the crime stuff very well with the shootout at the beginning and the dialogue, but then it does the vampire stuff very well too. Same with here. It's a fun action Arnold movie, and then becomes a much more tense horror in the second half, where Arnold is actually vulnerable. And I think that guy walked away, Sven Thorson, who's a big buddy of Arnold's. He was LaFour's in the guard in Mallrats. He was in Conan the Barbarian. He was the guy in The Running Man. Just go store some steroids. But Sven Thorson's been a lot of stuff with Arnold. He was the star of that horrible film Abraxas with Jesse Ventura. Speaking of, you know, Predator connection. And Belushi, who is with Arnold in Red Heat. Seagal is up for Predator 2. Predator 2. But see, this sets up how much of a unit they are, how they can really take care of the bad guys, that they're formidable foes. So when the Predator takes them out one by one, we see, wow, these guys are really good at their job, but the Predator is just taking them out one by one like it's nothing. So you see how powerful the team is, and then you'll see how much more powerful this creature is over the team. And makes, you know, it takes a bit for the Predator to come in full force, so you to have an action scene early on that gets the audience adrenaline pumping. And it's a lengthy scene too. Shane Blatt did some touches on the screenplay. He did some touches, some dialogue, some rewriting on certain pieces of dialogue. Yeah, that's a terrible fucking movie. Where the ice with the ice parade. You're illegal immigrants. Get the fuck out. Let's see. Hey there, Mr. D-Man. Yeah, Strashburno. No, it's not the Bruno Mattei classic Robo War. I've seen Robo War with that. That is a movie. It is a movie. Shit. With Red Brown. Jesse Ventura. What the fuck? Oh, that's not yet. We're not there yet. Soon. When he's lifted up. I love his reaction. Yeah, coming up. What the fuck? These people are not attentive. They're not attentive to see a fucking truck rolling down. Steam time. Oh, showtime. There you go. I love that. All done practical. Practical explosions. Great job on the stuntmen. People actually being on fire. No CG additions, CG smoke. Let's throw a little bit of CG fire over here. No, do it all for real in camera. And I think uh, Trader Baxley, who directed I Come in Peace, um, he did set the unit on stuff like this. He helped work on the action. And of course, he did Stone Cold with Brian Bosworth, the minigun. Of course, yes, the myth of the minigun. Anytime it's in a movie, it can last like minutes upon minutes when that gun would probably take 10 seconds. But it's a movie, you know. Either go with it or you don't. That minigun be like, shit, done. So, but it's always those choices you have to make. Do you go completely realistic, or do you say fuck it and just look at all this great sound design on the explosions, squibs everywhere. Stuntmen just getting shot the fuck up with those squibs. Everybody flying and exploding everywhere, right to the fucking water. Take a dive. Well, I think he's dead, Jim. 3-piece and a biscuit. The medium can be set to different speeds. Yeah, that would make sense. Boom. Everyone get their moments to shine. I mean, what's to say? Everyone just shooting the shit out of everybody, as it should be. Again, would the minigun have that many bullets? I don't know. If it's going that fast, I don't know. Of course, the classic line here, stick around. There you go. I think this is Sven Thorson he's going to kill right here. There goes Sven Thorson, the guard from Mallrats, LaFours, the guard in The Running Man. Caleb commentary is going well. I'm 27 minutes and 55 seconds long, and still a classic movie. I'm a goddamn Chinaman. Of course, Illipedia Trillo in the back there. I can't remember what else she's done. She had a blink and you miss a cameo in Predator 2. Because she's on some of the TV strains. I think they film more of her being interviewed, but they just put in like Gary Busey's compound, like you see in little TV screens. You got time to duck? There we go. General, I don't remember a thing about the Blue Beetle movie. I wouldn't know. I saw the film, I still wouldn't know because I don't remember a damn thing about that film. You set us up! So bullshit, Olivier. The cabinet, the ministers, they said to do your dirty work. Why us? I don't know why this scene always, of all the scenes I can remember for the dialogue, for some reason this one sticks out. I can't tell you why. He didn't disappear. He was still alive. Be kinda. And it's going to be an expendable asset long before the film The Expendables. Who's the better space Jamaican? I'll go with Predator over Jar Jar. Well, at this time, woke up. Nowadays, the other one, gone woke, yeah. She's in Blue Beetle. Well, again, I don't remember a damn thing about that movie. But I mean, other people have said before, it's crazy. 1987, you got Lethal Weapon, you got RoboCop, you got The Running Man, you have Lethal Weapon, RoboCop, Predator here. You have so many good films. Then you look at today's age. Snow White, Superman looks like shit, Fantastic Four looks like shit. I think this was filmed, I want to say in Mexico. So no, not the Philippines. Well, I know they did a Predator for Nintendo, this one. And there's a computer game as well. Predator for NES I could never get into. I always thought, what the fuck does this have to do with the movie Predator? Why is Arnold pink? And why, like, at times you don't have a gun? And it's like, what the fuck? Anytime. And Bill Dude just had that right voice for his character. Yeah, and this type of humor would not fly today. Gigi got a big pussy. Gigi got a big pussy. I didn't. This is the echo. Why couldn't Shane Black write like that way in The Predator? Instead, has Tom and Jane saying shit like "fuck me with an aardvark," or Predator having a fucking cut off arm and showing it to people. Hey Jesse, I'm doing okay. How you doing? We're just 33 minutes and 18 seconds into Predator. Classic film. I mean, that's the thing. The Predator seemed like it would be a parody, only it was too stupid to not realize it. A kid has autism, and the Predator wants it because he looks at it like it's some superpower. Like, explain that to me again. This is interesting, seeing this all from his point of view. And the audio, it's like he's trying to test out his audio system to make it sound realistic and human enough to use later. So it's like he's saying this out loud to test it. And this seems like the reason for this is just to show people how alien this hand is. I just to show the body going away from the scorpion. Now that's truly dead. You see all the heat go away. Give people that early glimpse. You see a POV, then you see a hand, then you briefly see the figure in the helmet. The slow reveal. Michael Biehn's now officially in Predator movie. I don't know what you mean by that. Hey, Business of Fear. Hope you're doing well, man. How's it going? Watched this a couple days ago. My girlfriend's first time watch. Cool. Yeah, this was a request from Predminator, who wanted a live commentary on Predator. He wanted it today because it's came out 38 years ago. So he requested the commentary. It was last minute, but hey, it's cool, man. We're here. We're doing it. Having fun. Oh, he does a voice of Predator Killers. Why isn't he a lead character then if you got Michael Biehn? If you have Michael Biehn, why the hell is he not a lead character in Killers? It's a wasted opportunity. Could have had fucking Hicks. Before aliens have Hicks go up against the Predator. There you go. You got Michael Biehn. These two commenting about the jungle. Where's the right? Because, like I said before, the jungle, like I said, they picked the right setting because even though it's outside, it does have this claustrophobic feel, like it's ready to wrap around you. Yeah, I've seen Michael Biehn's podcast from time to time. I don't mind it. See, if this film was made nowadays, she'd be doing kung fu kicks and parkour, fighting all these people off and running away, and then kill the predator herself. Yo, the only one in your family that hates Terminator Genesis and Darth Fate. You ever seen that movie North? Guess it's time to divorce your family. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is my favorite Arnold film, and Predator 2 is my favorite Danny Glover film. That is right, Preminator. Well, yeah, the two Terminator films I prefer. I can watch Salvation for what it is, but I prefer the first two. Yeah, The Hunt for Red October. Yeah, John McTiernan. Plus, I'm sure it's like I already did a Predator film. What more can I do? Why would I give a fuck about Alien Earth? That's been a good alien film since 1986. It's got Billy so spooked. It's his Native American superpower. Well, that's the thing. That's the makings of a good film. Would you watch a film even if the monster doesn't show up? Leviathan. One of the reasons I love Leviathan, I could watch a whole movie just with these characters, even if the monster didn't show up. Fred Ward and Kevin Bacon in Tremors. I could watch a whole film of these two trying to live their day to day life, fucking around this town, even before the monster showed up. Uh, Aliens. I could watch Hicks and Hudson and all of them just do missions even before the monster shows up. That shows how you gotta make these characters worth it when the monster's not around. Well, I like to see Shadow Company, sure. I love I Come in Peace, Retro Geek. Alien Resurrection's a piece of shit. Argyle's finger on the trigger there. Yeah. There's probably a lot of people here that have their finger on the trigger. But I guess a lot of times they didn't always look into those details, especially in movies back then. Yeah, Billy can feel he's got those Native American superpowers, like Nightwolf. Sonny Landon would have been a good Nightwolf if he had a Mortal Kombat film in the 80s. I only own the first two Predator films. The only two good ones. Up Hawkins is going to get it. This is Shane Black. Retroactive for what you did in the Predator. You fucked up. That's why you're the first to die. The Predator knew. The Predator was telling us. The Predator was warning us. Kill Shane Black. The Predator was warning us. Kill Shane Black before he makes the Predator. Predators. My problem with Predators is, to me, it did not do enough to differentiate itself. It had another jungle type of setting that just makes you think of the first film. You have your lead character putting on mud to fight the Predator, just like Arnold did in the first one. You had Long Tall Sally playing, just like you had Long Tall Sally in this one. It just felt very, very familiar. And Adrian Brody, I did not buy him as the lead. I didn't care about most of the characters. I thought there's a lot of missed opportunities. Like, you have a Predator versus Predator fight, and it ends as soon as it begins. And it ends on a cliffhanger because they didn't escape the planet. No, I'm not a fan of Predators. Is it better than Prey? Sure, but that's not saying much. Yeah, at times it feels like a remake. And that's not really what I was looking for. I can't tell. The words you never want to hear if you want to find someone. Did you find them? I can't tell. Those are the words you never want to hear someone say. I can't tell. Is AVP better than Rock? No. both of them sucked for different reasons. Both of them are dog shit for very different reasons. No, Arnold was not 45 when he did this film. He was not 45 years old. Well, wait. Wait, now I'm thinking about 40. Yeah, he was born in 47. I kept thinking he was 57, but yeah, I think you're right. He was born like 47. So I don't think he was 45. I think he was maybe like 40. Because I think he was born in 47, which means he would have been 40 when he did this. So I don't think he was 45. I think he was like 40 would be around that age, I think. And the hunt has begun. We took out Shane Black for in that shitty or making that shitty Predator movie. Now I gotta take out everybody else. Yeah, if the forest came alive, you'd have a different tune. That tree would be up some other hole. Billy, get me out of this hole. Be a different kind of hole we're talking about. Oh, thank you, Dark Gold does. That's kind of you, man. Thank you. Do I think Ridley Scott lost his way? Yeah. I can't think of the last film he did worth a shit other than The Martian. I don't like American Gangster. I don't like Body of Lies. Prometheus was horrible. Alien Covenant was dog shit. Gladiator 2 was god awful. Yeah, The Martian. I like The Martian. And then before that, it was probably Black Hawk Down. But he did the last, with the duel movie, the great last, whatever the fuck it was called. Gladiator 2, which was the same as the first one, but more shitty. Alien Covenant. Prometheus. And we got Alien Covenant other than that film that was going to be alternate Alien 3 with Hicks and Ripley coming back. They said no to that, but they said yes to Alien Covenant. And Ridley Scott's proud of those films. He's like, yeah, those are good movies, because he's promoting this Alien Earth, because he's like producing it. He's like, yeah, those are good movies. And I'm like, how the fuck is Alien Covenant a good movie? But whatever. Why don't I like American Gangsters? It's boring. See, right here, you see a bit of blood hit Jesse Ventura. What is this from? Right there. And then it shoots. But I never knew what that blood was. Was it that creature, that animal he saw, and the predator killed it and threw it at him, or what? But the predator was all the way up there, though, so that wouldn't be the case. So yeah, I never knew what that splash of blood was about. And then we're slowly revealing the predator. You know, you really got your audience in it when you could be excited about people just shooting the shit out of a jungle. That's all it is. Shoot the shit out of trees. And yet it's still an exciting scene. That shows the editing, how you're in tune with the movie. You're in it to win it with the movie. That you just see just them shoot the shit out of trees. It's well edited. The sound design is on point on the guns, the explosions. Very good editing. That really keeps it rapid fire, faster, 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 more intense, more intense. We're doing shorter, 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 ramping it up, and then there we go. The minigun lasted longer than I thought. Why do we keep bringing up Chris Stuppman? Who gives a shit about Chris Stuppman? Why do people do Chris Stuppman the time of day? Yeah, but again, I don't know why you would have the blood splat and then literally 10 seconds later, then you shoot the thing and it goes out. I'm like, there's a big time delay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's ever asked the Matrix to film what that was about. Yeah, but Wolfram's not a good movie. Yeah, I know the infrared. Yeah, but it was much better used in this. Well, I mean, obviously the rest still have ammo. They don't run. I mean, it's not like they say we don't have any more ammo, so they figure something that killed two of their men. They want to take it out as much as they can, and the fact they hit nothing even further shows there's something more crazy going on. But they did hit it. You find out that it did bleed. So, and you find out the reason they miss is because it's using the trees. Yeah, I know, Premier. I just said that. I don't know if there's a delay, but I just said that. Yeah, here's the blood. Pretty much like the stuff in Reanimator. Maybe this is where Dr. Herbert West got his stuff from. Got it from Predator Blood. There you go. Found the secret to Reanimator. That's how Dr. Herbert West, he got it from Predator Blood. That's how he got it. Of course, you find out these tripwires ain't gonna do much, just is using the trees. The music is great in this movie. It's my favorite track from Alan Silvestri. Yeah, yeah, we're going from action to horror. One of my favorite pieces of music is this whole funeral march. Yeah, right here. One of my favorite pieces of music in this movie. Favorite team and team, Turtles in Time. Hey, V2 Flow, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing good. I no, I don't think so. I don't a nod to the Vietnam War. No, I don't think that's why they use the jungle. I mean, I don't see anything Vietnam about it. I mean, yeah, yeah, Vietnam was in. I don't know. To the wife of one of the band members of Weezer. Jesus, I didn't hear that story. But granted, I don't follow Weezer, but I missed that piece of news. I didn't know that. Jesus, what the hell did she do? She fucked the wrong cop. I mean, you didn't make the case for Aliens, but I wouldn't say Predator was. Again, you get these slow reveal over time. Had the POV, then we have the hand in the infrared, then we have the eyes. Now we got everything but pretty much the face. Great Stan Winston work. Kevin Peter Hall portraying the character. telling the story without dialogue. This predator is sophisticated, has medical supplies, has ways to attend wounds, and it can bleed. See, when they say area is still compromised, I think for one of the early times I saw this, I thought, oh, that means there's going to be like other bad guys as well as the predator they have to deal with, and they're going to be like in a crossfire. But you know, you never see whoever the hell the area is compromised. So no, they just put it in there to show why they can't get help right away. Cops were looking for a non-felony hit-and-run guy. Led him to her house. She goes outside with a gun in hand, scene of the guys in her yard. Cops see her with the gun and blaze away. Well, I mean, the whole cast do a great job. They all have their stellar moments in it. And Carl Weathers deserved a lot more. I even like this guy, Richard, I think Chavez. I thought he always did a good job. All right, okay. Guess I'll have to. Civil Wings. I don't give a shit about meeting anybody retro geek. I don't have any idols, so I would not want to meet anybody. I don't think it's. I don't think you. To be fair, I don't think you should have idols because they're always willing to disappoint you. Maybe if it's like always be careful of idols. See, Arnold is slowly understanding. Sonny Landham and Bill Duke are full believers. The others not so much, but Arnold is slowly understanding the situation. How about one? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like American Indian Theater, what are you talking about? Sonny Landham, what are you talking about? Granted, when you watch this in retrospect, there's no way you would think this would be a predator because of how small it is. Like this small bundle creature. But hey, it's a movie. Oh, thank you, Bronson. By the way, Bronson, I did record your 2 requests, the reactions. I will have them up soon. I'll have them up in a few days, Bronson. In a few days, I have recorded them. I have edited them. I will have them up in a few days. So thank you. And he says, I like Twins and Total Recall. Good choices. Twins is a fun comedy. Total Recall is a classic. Absolute classic. Love Total Recall. Can't go wrong with Total Recall. One of my favorite Arnold films. Probably in my top 5, Arnold. My favorite is Predator. Commando, The Running Man, End of Days is in there. And probably Total Recall. That'd probably be the top 5. Who hates twins? I don't get what you mean by who the hell hates twins? It was a big box office hit. Critics liked it. I thought a lot of people liked twins. Who hates twins? I like True Lies, but the others are in my top 5. Fuck the remake of Total Recall. It's a piece of shit. It's using the trees. People shit on twins over here in the UK. Well, they know. They don't use guns. No, just... No bullshit. Don't bullshit them around. And Carl Weathers surprised, like, you spoke English all along, bitch. You could have told me the whole goddamn time. Killed by a fucking lizard. Fucking lizard. I do like they didn't make this into any love story. As ridiculous as that sounds, there's been so many movies where they just try to force a love story in there, and I'm glad they did not with this. There are a few films that's like, what? Do you have to have a love story in that? Daylight, for example. I like Daylight, but why are they trying to force a love story that doesn't fit? So I'm glad they didn't do that with this. It's about how he wounded it. If it bleeds, we could kill it. One of the classic lines. I remember when I early saw this, I thought she said, "You must have wanted to eat." Instead of wounded it. It took me a few. I'm like, oh, she says wounded. I thought he said, "You must have wanted to eat." I don't know why I thought she said, you must have wanted to eat. But wounded it is what she said. The producers did want to force a love story. Arnold said, when will they have time? When they're being hunted. I did not know that. I did not know that. Thank you for the info. Well, there you go. Arnold was right. I mean, at this time, Arnold knew how to make it work. He knew how to sell himself as a commodity. That's why, as much as I love Stallone, Stallone is my favorite. Arnold was the better businessman at this time. Because Arnold knew he was a commodity. He knew how to sell him stuff. He knew how to sell himself as a star, to do the action. And he's like, I got an idea with directors like James Cameron. Well, I mean, that was early, but keep with him, stay in touch with him. Saw an eye for talent. Hey, the John McTiernan, this time may work. Paul Verhoeven, let me work with him in Total Recall. Ivan Reitman, twins. And he had a more successful career than Sly. And again, I love Stallone. He's my favorite, but Arnold had the more successful career at this point. No, I didn't watch the interview he had with Theo Vaughn. This is always a cool choice. This is a scene that didn't need to be in there, but it's a cool touch with him and the razor. Just gives a little bit of extra flavor to it. That he does, and he breaks the thing. And you remember it. That's the thing. When you add those little touches, people remember it. This right here. The fact he's so tensed up, the fact he's just so in the zone. and just snaps out of it. You might say that's his mind snapping. Oh, thank you, Bronson. I appreciate that, man. I think Schwarzenegger should have collaborated with Christopher Walken. I think Walken should have worked with Eddie Murphy, Jack Nicholson, and Jim Carrey. Christopher Walken, I mean, technically they did in the rundown. They just were not in the same scene. Just they were in the same scene in the rundown. Arnold passes by the rock, and then Christopher Walken's the villain. But I mean, Walker could have made a good villain, just like John Lithgow did in Cliffhanger. Which is funny. I think they wanted Christopher Walken for Cliffhanger, then something didn't work out. Then they got John Lithgow. But Eddie Murphy, Jack Nicholson, Jim Carrey. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Doing well, Cyber Warrior. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, Bronze, I just see that. I will say, if you want to see this in the best quality, the 4K is the best quality to watch Predator. Just the Blu-ray always had issues, DNR issues, but the 4K is the best way to see this film. Unless you have like a 35 millimeter version of it. Well, I mean, Predator is my favorite Arnold film, but Predator 2 is my favorite Predator film. This film works as a slow burn, and it should be a slow burn because you're introducing the character. But Predator 2, I love the faster pace. I love that it feels like it has more action. I love the city location. It just makes it much more colorful environment. The last 40 minutes is fantastic, especially like Gary Busey and all that stuff going on. I love all the new Predator toys, the neck gun, all the added toys we put into it. The Predator was able to have a bit of a bigger body count now that we've established what it could in this film. So to me, it took the first film and ramped it up a few notches. Ooh. Well, here the Predator is hidden, but it makes sense because it's a slow burn. In Predator 2, now it's a pure roller coaster ride. You see the Predator within 10 minutes. I mean, you have people shooting the shit out of each other within 10 minutes in a big block war. Which is funny, isn't that LA? So you watch Predator 2, it's like, oh, that's LA today. Like, seriously, if you watch Predator 2 opening, like, that's happening in LA right now. Well, Jet to Jet, Predator 2 has has Bill Paxton. Predator 2 has Gary Busey. Predator 2 has Maria Conchita Alonso. Both casts, I think, are great for different reasons. You should be lucky you're alive having a fucking tree hit you. I mean, he's busted up pretty badly, but he's should be surprised he's still living. He ain't gonna be living much longer, but yeah, I remember the interview that Carl Weathers had for the DVD of this, where he wasn't a smoker, and then he saw Arnold's cigars and isn't the guy from Lethal Weapon movies and Predator 2? You talking about Danny Glover? Yeah, the captain. The captain is in Predator 2. The captain, Lethal Weapon. Well, to be fair, Jason Jat, the other people don't really do much against the Predator other than get killed. If that's the case, then it's the whole city versus the Predator in Predator 2. Jamaican gang members. Ruben Blaze gets killed. The whole subway train. It's a whole city of LA versus the Predator. Yeah, and Gary Busey. Yeah. Yeah, Steve Cahan. Yeah. He was the captain, Lethal Weapon. He was in a one or two scenes in Predator 2. Now, some we heard earlier in the film when Arnold first got the arm of Carl Weathers, he said, "You never know when to quit." He didn't know when to quit. He could have gone Bill Duke and go right back to where Arnold's at, but no, they want to be G.I. Joe, they want to be heroes. We don't take them out, and instead, they get killed for it because he didn't know when to quit. So, comes up bites him on the ass. So, what made it rare? The Spas 15. What made it rare? But rest in peace, Carl Weathers. Like I said, this guy deserved a lot more. Loved him in The Mandalorian. Loved him in this film. Rocky sequels. Well, in the first Rocky as well. Apollo Creed. Action Jackson. I know he did those films with Hulk Hogan, but I don't remember them at all. He did those TNT movies with Hulk Hogan. Deep Cover, I barely remember. I know Jeff Goldblum was in it. And Lawrence Fishburne. Well, at least Carl Weathers doesn't have to be in Happy Gilmore 2. Because the character's dead. Well, I mean, he was a ghost in a dream at the end of Happy Gilmore 2 waving. So they probably if Carl Weathers was alive, they would have fit him in somehow in Happy Gilmore 2. And that looks like the drizzling shits. Happy Gilmore 2 looks like it'll be the worst film of the year. It really truly does look like it'd be the worst fucking film of the year. Now, I would think his character would be smarter than this. I don't know what he thought this was, but that's what he did. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia. I don't know what he thought that was. I mean, kind of. What's this thing here? Let me investigate. Kind of stupid on his part, but there you go. To be fair, he wasn't in his right mind anyway, at least for a bit. Didn't manufacture a lot of them. The more famous Spas 12 didn't sell well in America because of the 1994 assault weapon ban. So, what was the difference between the Spas 12 and the Spas 15? What Danny Glover had? Death Machine, I like it. I got the Blu-ray. I haven't watched it yet, but the Kino Lorber release. But I always loved Death Machine. What negatives do I have against Predator? This film? I don't know. I have to think about it. Probably not a whole lot. A few little technical details. Like that scene when Arnold falls off the waterfall. It's always so fuzzy. They must have had some screwed up film and they could never clean it up. But you know the scene I'm talking about when he's out of the waterfall and he's falling, it looks so fuzzy. And it's like, what the fuck? What happened to the film stock here? So that's like a little nitpick there. I mean, Death Machine. I like the Brad Dourif's performance early on. I think the movie has a slow beginning, but it really picks up as it goes along. Nice shot there, cutting the arm off, blowing the arm off. I know in certain prints of the film, you could see Carl Weathers' arm, like the arm that's blown off. You could see the other arm kind of hidden, depending on which. I don't know if it's there's I think certain framing, if it's framed wrong, maybe it was like on TV or something, you would see like a little bit like down below of the arm that he hid, and then you have the fake stump. You don't really catch it in this, but I think there's certain I don't know if it was the TV version or something. No, not this time. Wasn't the LED and Happy Gilmore? Not this time. Don't paint this syrup right on my chest. Waiting for the bees to come. I go back and forth whether I would like to have seen a fight between Sonny Landham and the Predator or not. On the one hand, we could fill in the blanks for ourselves because less is more. Must not have been that long of a fight though, because he died real quickly. He was a pussy. Billy, you pussy. He didn't last that long. That's what she said. Didn't last that long. No. Yeah, very fast. And shot the gun. Of course, the most famous line, get to the chopper. Now, I don't know why when I was a kid, for some reason, I thought the Predator hit his arm and not the gun. But he has so much muscle. Because for some reason, I thought, oh, the reason at the beginning when they have him overpower Carl Weathers is to show how much more muscle and strength he has. So while Carl got hit in the arm, he just cut off. But when Arnold gets hit in the arm, it just wounds him. It doesn't get cut off because he has so much more muscle mass. And it's like, no, he just shot the gun. I'm like, oh, okay. He's bleeding because of the shrapnel. He just shot the gun. I'm like, okay. This is the shot I'm talking about. When he goes off here, he flies. There's the lawn shot when he falls down. It looks so fuzzy. Right here. Like it always looks like fuzzier. I don't know why. So they must have had some screw up with the film stock, and that was the only shot they could use. Well, Brian Kelly, I have a poem for you. Suck a dick, you fucking hit. Don't be such a fucking prick. Dipstick. How you like my poem? Now, of course, it's very convenient here that, thankfully we find out that the Predator can't see because of the mud, which is thankfully what Arnold has on him. Now, there is a mistake, and someone's talking about like negatives I have. This is a bit of a technical mistake. When you see him go back, you see half of his face is covered with mud. It cuts to the Predator, then when it cuts back, his whole body is full of mud. So watch this. When he gets up and he crawls back, you see half his face is covered with mud, but the other half isn't, underneath his right eye. See, even right here, I'm trying to see if they do it here. Now he's got all mud there. Now, where did that mud come from? So, like, this had no mud. He crawls back, now it's covered with mud. So, I mean, it's not like, oh, 0 out of 10. But it's just something I always noticed. Obviously, he has to be fully covered with mud, otherwise, Predator would see him. But now, would mud cover you this perfectly from heat vision? Or is that just, a movie? Just it's just a movie. Don't worry about it. It's just a movie. I think it's just a movie. Still more believable than the fucking flower and Prey. I'll still buy this more than the fucking super flower power and Prey. Nah, John McTiernan's Nomads I thought was really boring, really lame. But after that, this film, Die Hard, I don't Hunt for Red October's good. Love Last Action Hero. Not a fan of Medicine Man. Basic, I think, is good. Rollerball Remake is his worst one. Yeah, Nomad sucked. Well, I mean, do you have a favorite Predator weapon? Well, I mean, he doesn't really have a lot of weapons in this film. He's got the cannon, and what else does he have in this film? I believe the mud does work, but not for too long. Well, to be fair, the Predator didn't look too long. He looked for what, 20 seconds? Well, then in this, I would go with the cannon Predminator. Well, be positive. Reducing fever is very different from making your body so low in temperature that an alien cannot see your body heat at all. Because if your body is lowered that much in temperature, you would probably go in some kind of shock. Yeah, I just see what you mean, Retro Deep, but I think they both worked in their differences. And to me, that's why it's a good 1-2 punch, Predator and Predator 2. It's a great double feature. Great double feature. That's why I love both of them. The CBS cut removed the face reveal. Hmm. I guess maybe they really thought it was a pussy face. Good spine rip. That's another thing. When I very first saw this film, I thought that was Elapedia Carrillo that the Predator got. I thought, oh, he got the girl, and now ripped her spine. Of course, no, that's Billy. That's Billy. Sonny Landham. Yeah, Predator 2 did not need to repeat the mud thing. But yeah, I saw this on VHS tape multiple times on the CBS Fox video tape. To a point, I even remember the trailers. That's how much I watched this film. I remember the trailers that were on it. It was a teaser for Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise, where they parodied the teaser to Poltergeist 2. And then a trailer for The Pickup Artist with Robert Downey Jr., which he was just called Robert Downey at that point, and Molly Ringwald. So Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise teaser, and The Pickup Artist trailer. Predator 1 and 2 are definitely in my top 10. I don't know where. Jamal saw this on cable, HBO, 1989. Very cool. Yeah, I didn't have HBO back when I was a kid. I didn't see HBO till I was probably, well, around 96, 97. So I would have been probably 13, 14 years old. Predator knockoffs? Like Predator ripoff films? I'd have to look up like Predator ripoff films. I don't know. I'd have to think about some titles. Because I keep thinking more Alien ripoffs than Predator ripoffs. There's Robo War with Red Brown. There's that Bruno Mattei did. DNA or Mark Dacascos. There's one. Mark Dacascos did a film called DNA. Jürgen Prochnow from In the Mouth of Madness is in the film. Very direct-to-video movie. I mean, you have to watch it knowing it's a direct-to-video film because it's not great or anything, but I liked it for what it was. Oh, thank you, Succubus. Watched your video Malignant the other day. Blown away. Oh, cool. I'm glad you gave it a watch, and I'm glad you liked it. Very cool. Succubus, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you liked it. Whether I liked or disliked a film doesn't matter. Make up your own opinion, but glad you liked it. Take care, Retro Deek. Have a good night. All right, hey there, CD. Funny enough, I just watched your request today, Streamboat. I have to record the review, but I'll be up. Give me a few days, and I'll try to have that up for you. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. But I did watch the movie today. I just have to record it and stuff. No problem, CD. Thank you. Where I never saw the Filipino movie. So here we have more of the stealth fight. You've been invisible to me, now I'm going to be invisible to you. Nice build up of tension, nice use of the environment. Jamro, I have not even recorded the review yet. I just said I have to record the review. I just said that, Jamro. I just said that. Yeah, explosive arrows, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I think Rambo 2 just came out in 1985 and beat Commando in the box office, so maybe that was a line of thinking. Okay, you don't have explosive arrows, I don't have my own. It's fine, General. It's just again, I was just saying that I just said that. No, Dolph did Masters of the Universe in '87 with Cannon. Well, Arnold was a good action star for his time. Very good action star for his time. Like I say, he knew how to sell himself as a commodity. Knockoffs better than the movie. I mean, I don't know. I'd have to think about that. I don't know, Jackson Jack. I'd have to think about it. Knockoffs, I think are better. I don't know. I mean, Exorcist 3, I think is better than The Exorcist. Just I think The Exorcist is overrated as fuck. Raw Deal isn't that good of a movie, except the ending. Nah, I like Scream more than Scary Movie. I don't like it better than The Thing, but I like Leviathan a lot. And that's a rip off of The Thing, but I wouldn't say I liked it more than The Thing. Or I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm more nostalgic for it, but I like Leviathan. Like Jar Jar's the Thing's a better movie, but I probably like Leviathan more for nostalgia. So maybe I'll say that. There you go, Jackson Jack Leviathan. Nice back and forth here, taking pot shots at each other. Bleed you bastard. And good editing. Very good editing. Yeah, I like The Abyss. Um, no, I don't have the thing on 4K. No. I mean, The Abyss I like more than Deep Star Six. I like all three of those, but The Abyss I like more. But hey, I mean, a few years later, well, quite a few years later, you have a lady 80 pounds doing parkour and shit and beat the Predator. Just fine and dandy. You have a girl that looks like Aunt May who kill a lot of Vikings and to kill multiple predators, but hey, Arnold has a hard time fighting it. But hey, if you're 80 pound looking like Aunt May or grandma, you could be fine fighting a predator. Just how the way the world is nowadays. And this is where the fight really amplifies up. There you go. Jazz Jet, I mean, those are two completely different things. Sorry, I kind of ran out of stuff to say. I don't really know what else to talk about. I mean, the film kind of speaks for itself. Yeah, it's very good design, and Karen Peter Hall did a great job maneuvering the suit. Yeah, I'm sure it's a reverse shot for the safety measures. You just put them in place and then do like this, just for safety measures. Devin, doing okay? Hope you're doing well. Ugly motherfucker. Yeah, great design. Predator Country Jungle comic slash novel is pretty much a direct sequel to this with Dutch's brother. Yeah, I've heard Country Jungle. Yeah, I've heard of that. Never read it, but I've heard of it. Of course, once again, showing how much more powerful the Predator is. Arnold can't even punch it, just does nothing. Isobar, not Isobomb. But no, he's never mentioned Predator. Stallone, no. Well, to be fair, Devin Harbor, you can like whatever movie you want. Uh, Succubus never saw the film. Because we're getting to our trap. Nice idea to have this kind of trick. Thank God it worked in his favor, though. That's cunning. I mean, I never heard that they offer Stallone this movie, so I don't know if they ever did. But yeah, I'm sure Arnold was adamant to do it because I'm sure he saw his buddy James Cameron do Aliens and said, "I want to do a movie like that." Well, yeah, in Predator 2, David Busey says there were two survivors, which is him and the girl. And then that one video game, I forget what it was. Not Concrete Jungle, the one in the newer consoles. There's that bit where Arnold voices Dutch again. It has all these like files that you can find and recordings you can listen to. That's another shot I didn't like. I don't like the seeing the rain of light, the lens flare. I hate when you can see a lens flare in the movie. So that shot where Arnold's like this, you see the lens flare. I always never liked that shot. I hate seeing the lens flare on it. I mean, general. I mean, we've talked about this before. Anytime we talk about Predator 2, I mean, about why Arnold never came back. No, I do not like Jar Jar Abrams' school of lens flare. Like all the lens flares. Nah, you don't need lens flares in your movies. Great Sonny Landham laugh. I always liked how they did literacy stuff back in the day with like animation. Well, there you go. Now I know this other pilot, not this guy, but the other guy is Kevin Peter Hall, the guy who played the Predator. This right here with the sunglasses, there's Kevin Peter Hall. I just say he's a nice guy. Let's give him a role where we can actually see a bit of his face. Well, General was probably a money thing. They probably offered him the Predator to do a spot, but he probably wanted too much money. Chris, that music yet again from when Mac and Bill Duke was with Jesse Ventura. And great piece of music. Yeah, great movie, great score. Like this last shot to really show all the hell he's been through. Definitely been through the ringer. Again, great score, great theme. Always interesting that they have like the end credits where everybody smiles except Arnold. But everybody smiles as if, yeah, I got killed in the movie. It's okay. Hey, I know I got killed. Yeah, I know I got killed in the movie too. Marines from Sergeant Rock. Yeah, I know I got killed in the movie too, but I'm gonna laugh. Yep, I got killed in the movie too. Yep, I got killed in the movie, but you want a drink? I survived the movie. Because I have a pussy. And Arnold's like, I'm not smiling for this shit. You're going to use a shot from the movie. Like you tell everybody else, they specifically filmed that. Arnold's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Just use a shot in the movie. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I mean, rest in peace to Kevin Peter Hall, Carl Weathers, Sonny Landham, and Stan Winston and others. Classic movie, still holds up, still a classic. aside from little nitpicks here and there, still holds up very well. So that was very cool to see. Very cool to rewatch again. Had been a little while since I rewatched it, but that was still a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Still a classic. So I guess I'll talk for a little bit and do a little bit of a stream, and we'll see how it goes for at least a little bit. But yeah, thanks to Predminator who sent in for the request. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Predminator, for the request. I do appreciate it. I can't remember, Predminator. I can't. Even then, that's still a while. To me, that's been even if it's been a year, it's still been a long while. That's still a long while to me. No, General. Fabio Mike was never going to join me on this. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about, General. There's a comedy we're going to do together eventually, but it was never Predator. Oh, no problem, Preminator. Thank you for the request. I appreciate your generosity. Yeah, different movie. Wasn't Predator, though. Yeah, it went by fast. Went by pretty fast, so can't complain about that. I do not have the old Predator VHS. No, that went away a long time ago. But no, I do not have that anymore. Don't give a shit about Spaceballs 2. Do not give a fuck. Don't give a shit about Spaceball 2. I have no idea why anyone would. Why would I give a fuck about Spaceballs 2? It's been like 40 years since the first one. Why should I give a shit? People wonder why movies fucking suck today because we gotta get shit like Spaceballs 2. Well, that wasn't even done on purpose, but thank you, Predminator. Yeah. Green Tree. Yeah. That wasn't even done on purpose. No, Teen Slayer, no. And that movie's like 3 hours long, so it had to be pretty decent request for a fucking 3 hour movie. Well, I guess I'll end it here. There's not a whole lot in the chat going on. There's not a whole lot of people here, so I'll just end it. Thanks for watching. Thanks once again, Premiere, for the request. Don't know when I'll last stream. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow at 7. because the guys at Dip It, they're doing their own thing at 9, so I won't be on there. They're doing something else. So if I stream, it'll probably be like 7 Central. But have a good night. Take care, everyone. And we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.